silent. Put on a lot in the passenger seat. I got it dominant. I jump in the water, this shit like a trip. Just know I'm surviving it.
The Wrestlemania season is over with. But the thing about pro wrestling, the good thing about pro wrestling, is that it's not a long off season. So I guess it can be good or bad depending on how you look at it. But so it's back to day one. So the work never really stops. The work that you've put in, you still ride that momentum going forward. In the event that you worried about somebody catching up to you based on the work you put in, it's not like a long off season, like I said, to where like you could risk getting hurt in the off season and then they catch you in the summer or something like that. So, it's not like football or basketball, The thing I will say is that you have to get better in season. So imagine you playing basketball and they said there's no more off seasons. So as the season is going, you have to get better in season. You have to, you have to perform and continue to improve during the season. Back to the grind. Well, the grind ain't never stopped for me, because I'm still fresh in the game. I want this year, I want to make some changes, and not necessarily changes as what most people may think, like, oh, I want to start waking up at this time, or I want to start doing this. Not necessarily that. I just mean I want to see external changes to my situation, and I believe it's gonna happen. I'm very confident in where I am right now as far as my work and my willingness, my enthusiasm. Marathon continues. I'm not gonna lie to you, if I'm being honest. Where I am right now, bro, mentally, like being realistic with the goals I have, I don't plan on doing a 10-year indie run. If I have to, if that's what God wants for me, then I have no say in it. But if it's up to me and, if God wills it, I don't plan on doing the 10-year indie run. I truly believe I have grace in this journey. And I think that I can't outwork God's plan or his timing, but I do believe that carrying my weight, exercising my faith through my work, I think that some good things are gonna happen. Mania weekend was the big explosion, and now the dust is settling, like very briefly, and everybody jumping right back to it if they haven't already. So we finna go to this gym, get back to the work, like I said.
One day somebody asks, yo, P, what's the component for success? Is it the way you think, the way that you talk, how you dress? Is it the people you meet, the shit that you learn, who you impress? Is it your line of work and what or how much you invest? I guess to succeed, you gotta overcome your fears, battle your own greed, conquer your own demons, become unsure, second guess everything you believe in, survive through the suffering to figure out the meaning, and go hard to the moment you bring the cream in. You might lose sleep, but it's gonna feel like you're dreaming. Keep your circle tight, always bring your team in. You need them to hold you down when you start scheming. Cause you living life, and while you posting what you purchasing, it's wolves on the horizon, vultures already circling. Get caught lacking, then you the clown, bring the circus in. Want your respect back? Go on, put some work in it. Violence scare the money off, see? I don't work for them. Big corporations like to treat you like you work for them. You ain't really a boss until you work.
I feel like I'm finally starting to get back to working out the way I used to, back when like I first discovered bodybuilding and stuff like that. And I was watching Chris Bumstead videos on YouTube and all that type of stuff. I feel like I'm finally like getting back in that space where I'm not rushing my workouts and really trying to get the most out of them. But yeah, like I said, man, like I said earlier, Wrestlemania then came and went. It's a new season. It's a reset. Man, speaking of, man, somebody just reached out to me about possibly doing some work, but once everything come together, I'll say more about it. You know, if it's anything I learned in the past year, is, man, sometimes when God give you something, you gotta keep it, keep it on the low until, you know, it materializes in His time. You feel me? Because whether it's your dreams, a job, opportunity, whatever, sometimes you just gotta, you gotta keep it low, keep it under wraps until it, come together. Now, seek counsel from who you need to seek counsel from, and, get advice from, trusted sources. But yeah, finna watch this Monday Night Raw, see what they talking about the day after Mania. Usually the Raw after Mania always go crazy, so we finna see. Might give y'all a few little live reactions with it. Roman Reigns, new champ. They know they had to do that. They ain't have no choice. Rhea, I understand it, but I wanted Jade to win. I just feel like Rhea winning, that don't do nothing for her. I feel like if Jade would have won, that would have really stamped her, kind of, But and then that was the best match she had to date. You feel me? So, oh yep, starting the show with Over. Over got the dub over Brock Lesnar. That boy so Over is crazy. It really be something seeing their reactions, and like you can tell they want to be emotional, but they got to stay on point. That boy Penta, IC champ. I used to not like that title, but it grew on me. I kind of like how it look now. They got Punk coming out right now. I like this. He came out with no music. Oh, it's probably just delayed. It's probably finna hit right now. There it go. That was nice. I like it. I'm all for the cinema. I respect Punk because like it's certain stuff that I really like kind of can't stand about him, but then there's certain stuff that you can't hate about him. You feel me? And that's like a good personification of an actual authentic person. You feel me? This is something about Punk he does great. He has like actual conversations with the crowd, and he's not talking at the crowd. Like, if that makes sense. The audience love Jay, but they just don't want him to be champion. It's a weird relationship. Man, oh man. Man, say what you want to say about Cody, but hey, that boy a workhorse for real. Randy down bad for that. I know they had him in concussion protocol. That was a cool little Raw after Mania. That was cool. It wasn't no crazy returns like it usually be, but it was cool though. Like they finna run back the Bloodline story. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. In my opinion, kept the lights on. So why not? Why not go with what works? But yup. It's a new season, so we're gonna see what the rest of this year got in store.